Hello everyone, Versa90 here with some more Warhammer goodness. So before we start the video, I have had two parcels delivered. One of which is this small little box here. I was building my Tyranids and one of their bases ended up vanishing. I'm not actually quite sure where they went. Okay. We also got some of those with the bases. I'm not actually sure what they are. If you have any idea, let me know in the comments below. So we have 25mm bases of 15, 5 15, 5 40 and 15 32mm bases, which will come in handy. Which is a 25mm I believe I need. It might be actually that one. It might be the 32s actually. But what it is one of my Tyranids don't have a base because his base disappeared. I wonder who could have possibly done that, Kiki. So I've got some bases. On top of that, let's just put these in properly again, so that way I can actually close the lid. So on top of that, another item as well arrived. No, I'm not talking to you, little Key. I'm talking to everyone on the other side of this camera. Or webcam. So we'll stick that over there. And the other one was Primaris Interceptors. So I'm now looking forward to these actually. Let's have a little look, shall we? So the stickers, the transfers are pretty sweet. I like how they got each of them: Prof Kerry, Ancient, Lieutenant, Ancient again, Lieutenant again. Oh, I see, two different colours. Tech Machine, Chaplain, and then it's got the command all the way down to Battle Line in white and black. It's got the campaign, and then it's got all the numbers. I will be doing that. So it's for nearly all of them, not all of the actual chapters. But as you can see, there's quite a bit. The white ones don't seem to want to appear on the screen because it's too bright. Oh well. You understand what it looks like because of the normal ultramarine marks, and the black ones show you what the top ones look like. So yeah, you get those, which is a decent size as well. Of course, you get the bases. Let's have a little look at these. They actually look really nice. So you get 4 stencils. You get 2 of these, which is the exact same one. So you get 2 of that, quite a lot of stuff on there, and 2 of this guy here. So you get 2 of that one, which actually looks pretty neat. I'll do it that way so you can sort of see them. If I was using my other camera, it probably would have been better. So the instructions is what? 5 pages. But yeah, it's actually looking pretty sweet. Quite a bit of customization, little bits and bobs. For example, on here at the bottom, you got a whole lot of extra bits you can put on them. You get 2 helmets, which of course only one of them has because he's the actual lieutenant. Could all split into 2 5. Then what you can do is when you get another pack of 10, you can then split it into those 2 to make them 10, which is what I might just do, is split it into 2 different squads, so it's 5 in each squad for the time being, and then at some point get to another lot of these guys and build up on that way. But yeah, it's like even the little, I can't remember what they're called, you normally paint them gold and then they've got the bits of bones inside of them that goes on the waistline. If I can get it so it shows you on here, it's like these little rectangular bits, and they're normally in gold. I know what, I wonder if any of them, I think one of my marines have got them on it. Let me get my marine. For example, I haven't painted it up, but is around there. There's this little bit that goes gold. It's a rectangular shape with a bone and whatnot in it, or skull. And depends on what unit you've got. You've got 6 of those in total. You've got quite a few rifle parts for the scope and ammunition. You got a lot of the actual pouches for the gun. The actual guns are interesting because you have these bits going across here and all the way down to the end, and then you've got these ones going down here, and they're actually for the gun, because if I can actually get that to look properly. No, you can't. Let me see if I can adjust this a bit. That looks blurry, I think. There you go. So if I go to there, hoping now you can see the gunish. So you see that big gap in that's the gun, the one with the big gap where my thumb is pointing at. And at the top there is all the actual ammunition that goes into there with the scope. It's a bit blurry, but you can get the idea. And then the ones that are going down, the three that's going down where my thumb is, going upwards, they actually are just ammo packs without the actual scopes on them. Which is pretty cool. You got the pouches. What else do you have? You have a book. Yeah, I know I say book weird. Anything else on that one? Of course, you got the helmet that goes on attached to him. You have, of course, more pouches on the second. You've got more, what you call them? Purity seals. Quite a few purity seals. 1, 2, 3. So you've got 3 on this one. So that's 6 including 2 of this. And on this one here, you have, I think you've only got the 1, 2 on this one. So that's 10 of them. So that's 1 each. Or you can have one of your Marines without them. I would decide where I want to put them. You do get, just making sure, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 heads on both. So that's a total of 24 heads. Wow, 24 heads. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yep, definitely 12. I had to recount it to make sure. So you actually get 12 heads. Interesting. And obviously 6 of which is the actual ones without the actual helmet on. Some of them looking pretty cool. If I had to choose for the lieutenant, it would probably be the Mohican guy. But yeah, it's actually pretty sweet, these guys are. You get the knife, you get the little short blade inside the pouch with, well, scabbard and without the scabbard. Of course, you get the backpacks, you get the shoulder pads. You get some pretty interesting shoulder pads. You get one that's got a bullet attached to the side of it. You get one with the insignia of the Emperor hanging off it. I'll try to show you guys. If not, I'll show you during the main video. But you get those ones there. You can't really see them well because of the camera. It's very hard to focus this small camera up. If I grab this for a minute and just have this pointing upwards, that might make it easier. So let's shrink this a bit so we can go over and have a look. Ooh, you see a ceiling. So, haha, much better. So if we go over and actually put this right, so you got the one with the bullet, got one with the little cross thing, that one there that's next to it is the one that's got the insignia of the Emperor. As I was saying about the heads, you got 2 heads there, and then if I go this way, you got 10. Bear in mind, this is 2 runners of this exact same one. So you got all that lot. And then now one I was saying about the gun, all the guns are like that, where they've got a gap in it. If you go to the top here, you'll see that all the ammo with the scopes at the top. Then here you've got just ammo on their own. You've got the knife hanging out. You've got the pouches with the guns in them. You know, it's pretty amazing how they've done this. I'm actually impressed with it. You know, actually you'll be able to see these better now. Is that the right way? No, that's not the right way. If I do that. So those little things are a little bit blurry. Those are the bits that go into the waistline. I think, I'm not sure if everyone has one or if it's only like lieutenants or whatnot. Not quite sure about that one, but normally it goes on the waist. So yeah, we are going to be doing the captain in the Gravis armour today. I'll be putting it down. So we're going to be doing the captain in the Gravis armour. I kept saying lieutenant the other day. Captain. I need to remember it's captain. Now, where did I put the other one? There it is. Haha. So, these guys will be sprayed up. I ran out of ultramarine blue. I've only got enough for like 1 or 2 of them to be sprayed, so I'm not going to spray them with that anymore. What I'll do is I'll do something different with those instead. So I'll put them as Macragge blue, so they might look a bit different to me assault guys, but it kind of changes how they are, you know what I mean? Because the other ones are, if I remember right, the assault, these guys are the battle line. So I might just do in future the battle line with Macragge blue as the base, of course null oil on top, ultramarine blue, and then the light blue colour I had, I can't remember the name of it again. Have that blue horror all as for the lines, for the edges should I say, with these guys only. I'm going to try to get some more of the actual ultramarine blue, which hasn't been easy to find. But what I might just do is I might do that group in ultramarine blue and these guys with Macragge, and just do it that way from now on, sort of thing, just to differentiate different squads in the actual thing. So all intercessors this colour, all of those kind of ones that colour. So each of the actual different ones, like the battle line, close combat, etc, etc, they would have a slightly different coloration of blue, just to make it so they aren't exactly the same colour, if that makes sense. Weird, I know, but that's just me. So I'll get these guys sprayed up or painted up, since I can't actually spray them. I have to actually do a brush with the actual paint pot. Oh, the fun. So I'll get these guys done, which means I can choose the actual thing, because what it is I have bold letter spray, so I can cheat. I can actually spray the little metal parts and keep the rest of it blue, which saves on a bit of time, so I can do it that way. So parts of these I'll spray and the other rest I will paint up by hand. If it's only got a little bit of steel on it, look, that will be hand painted. If it's got a lot of it, then I'll spray it, i.e. the gun with the pouches, they're just going to be brown, so I'm not going to spray that. And with this one, is the exact same thing, typical. With this one here, it's nothing really that much silver, it's just the guns, which I can do by hand, so that's not a problem. Yeah, I may as well do it all by hand, because there's not really much there to actually spray, now that I think about it. So yeah, I'll just do it by hand. Of course, the undercoat for each will be different, since you got the guns, which I'll, and the pouches, I'll do those brown without the blue undercoat. The brown can be the undercoat. I'll do the actual normal blue and whatnot, and go from there. So, so he actually put in a... Oh wow, he's actually... I just realised that. That hand, even though you can't see it, which I'll show you a little bit later, he's actually reloading. He's actually got a clip in his hand. I'll shrink this up quickly. Do that. Where is he? Where's that hand just gone? I had it a second ago. God, there's so many here, I need to find it there. So, where my thumb is, he's actually got a hold of a clip. Helps if I actually get that there. He's actually got a hold of a clip, magazine clip, which is actually pretty neat. So yeah, enough of that. I'll stop talking now, and I will be back in a couple of seconds to do the rest of the video. So, see you in a few minutes. So, before we get sprayed with the top coat, as you can see, there's quite a bit done to him. The dark recesses, the lightness, So, this is what it will look like after. We're back. So, you saw what we had delivered today. You also saw what these guys, well, one of these guys looked like before they got a top coat on them. This is what they're like after. So, we've done these guys. They do look amazing, I have to admit. So, I'm going to move these guys off because I have made the lieutenant from the box. As you can see here, I've put the decals on him, or yeah, decals on the transfers. Hello, little Kiki. Hello, little girl. Have you came to say hello to everyone? You came to say hello to everyone again. Now don't go try and picking up the miniatures, because I will not be happy, little miss. I know what you're like. So I've done this guy up. It's not really coming up as detailed as I would like it to come up on this camera, but you can see there part of the decals are a little bit disformed, because as I was gluing them together I ended up catching the decals by accident. So what I did was I went over with a little bit of brown just to make it look a little bit damaged, just to cover that up a little bit. But it does make a nice effect to it, which I like. His shoulder on the right looks like it's been burnt. On the left it looks like it's just been scuffed, and on the knee it looks like it's been scuffed. So I did put the kneecap one on. I also did the book here, just there. I know you can't see it properly. If I turn it a little bit you might be able to see the light colour of the pages. Then on the back we've got the gun holster, empty one, his helmet, and then of course in his hand he's got the gun, and he's looking at the comm or scanner on his wrist. So that's the actual lieutenant from the actual box. I will be painting those up at a later date after I've done the actual Leviathan box set. I've got them sprayed up. I ended up finding my medium, so I ended up adding some medium to it and spraying them up. Well, adding it to the Macrog tub, because I didn't have much left in there. So hello again. So I'll move this guy to the side. I'm going to have a quick sip of my drink. So today's video is all about the captain and the Gravis armour and all his pieces. So he is partially done already. There are bits and bobs that need to be done. So we'll get him out. So I've painted the red on the cloak. It's just got to do the inside of it. I've done the actual rail for the weapon. I need to do the backpack. I've done his arm, and I need to do this guy, which hasn't been completely done yet. He's still mostly blue. I think I need some skull colour. Yeah, I'll need that skull colour. It's there. Now, yep, there it is. That's alright. I say skull colour, it's not actually a skull colour, but it looks good nonetheless. I did get some new paintbrushes. These are even finer tipped than beforehand, which is good, which is exactly what I need. So we'll get these out. So I need one of those, and I want one of these to do the deep skin flesh. That's the colour I'm using for the cloak and getting attacked by the paintbrush. I don't think he's got any. No, he doesn't have them on him. That's right then. I was wondering if he had any purity seals, but it doesn't seem to be. So we'll get the actual cloak all sorted. Shake it a bit more. That's better. So we'll get this bad guy painted. I say bad guy. It's not really a bad guy, but still. Bad boy? Guess you could call it a bad boy? Yeah, I'm just talking to myself now. So, we'll get this bit painted up. So it's all done. Not too worried about going over a bit of the red, because I can easily go back over that, no problems. But yeah, this guy has actually been really fun to paint. I say that every time, don't I? They're just fun to paint. It's a given fact. But yeah, with this guy, I'm not sure if I'm going to be adding them to this company. I am thinking of making each of the companies, all 9 of them, nope, all 10 of them, my bad. So there's that. So at the moment I'm doing company 2, as you can probably tell, with the gold. And then once I have company 2 complete, I'll be going with company 1 or company whatever and doing those. Of course it's going to be while we feel company 2 is even complete anyway, because of the sheer number of units inside of just, well, squads in just one company, like 10 squads of 100 guys. So there's that. So yeah, I've got a lot of collecting to do to increase the number. Of course it's going to be too much for a battle, but why not collect them? It seems like a lot of fun. Increase my number of actual Space Marines. I do have on my phone and on my computer all the details of the companies and what they consist of, so that's not bad. So do that. But yeah, so once that's drying, whilst that's drying, get your words right, whilst that's drying, what I'll do is I'll go over in the silver, when I can find the silver. I knew I put it somewhere. Go over in the silver, do all the silver bits I haven't done yet, because I've done a lot of them, but I've done some that haven't been done yet. So we'll go over the silver, get all that out of the way. Oh yes, that reminds me. Sunstar01 put in a comment saying about whether I played the game or not. 10 years ago I did, with a group of friends. I ended up stopping after a while. I haven't actually played a game since. I do want to get back into playing the games. It will be a while before I do, because I want to get freshened up with the rules again, especially with the 10th edition out. So I want to get up to scratch on that and all sorts of this. But yeah, I do plan on get back into playing. At the moment I'm just collecting and increasing the number of troops I have. What would actually be really interesting is having a battle of an entire company, as in all 100, because I know there's like point limitations, but when you're playing with friends, you know what I mean, you can make it so you, for example, like certain companies have a load of dreadnoughts or a load of this or a load of that. What you can do is you can actually set it up to a certain number of those vehicles allowed and have it that way, which makes it a bit fun as well. Because sometimes when it comes to the points, it's not always the easiest idea sometimes. Back from when I was playing years back, that is. Of course things are different now, so I don't know what it's like at the moment. Probably not much different. However, I'll have a look and go get back into it once I feel I understand the rules better than what I do now, because it has been way too long. Once I feel I've actually understand the rules, I will be getting back into the game. So yeah, look forward to that. If my mate's up to it and he wants to play, we could always record it as well, and you'll probably see me get destroyed, but yeah. So yeah, you might see me get completely and utterly destroyed, you might not. I rarely won a battle against him. Most of the time he kicked my backside. But yeah, I don't know if I actually won a battle against him or not. I cannot actually remember if I won at least one. I don't think I actually did. I think I kept losing all the time. I know that's not the reason why I quit. We ended up, the whole group ended up going its separate ways. Ended up getting into different things. Me, I started gaming more. And stuff for that. So I ended up mostly getting into my anime more than I did before. And yeah, so that was part of it. What's that? Silver. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I ended up not going into Warhammer as much. Then of course got into the anime more. I was into anime prior to playing Warhammer. I just didn't watch it as much as I do now. But yeah, oh, he does have one. It's on top of the bleeding grenade thingy, my bobbly thing that I'm painting up. Yes, that thing. Makes a lot of sense. It like makes more sense in all of everything. Of course not. But yes, I am in a very random mood today. Just making sure I've got all the silver. That's red, that's that. That. Okay. That's been done. Actually, one bit of it hasn't been done. Give that a little bit more shake so we've got some into the... like so. There's something that wasn't done. So I want to go silver at the tips. And silver at the tips. There. Righty then. This bad boy. Okay, so get this all silvered up. So anything I hate about doing this at night time is the lighting is bad. Been pretty busy today, seeing to a lot of stuff, and didn't have a lot of time to get the video done. So now I am doing it at like 10 o'clock at night. So I do apologise there hasn't been one uploaded since until now. Well, I say now once the video is done. So I do apologise that I haven't uploaded anything today. It's been a hectic day with everything going on. But I'm doing one now, and it will be up shortly once I'm done. If it is after midnight by the time it's uploaded, what I'll do is I'll still do one tomorrow. We'll just see tomorrow's one as a bonus, I guess, even though there was supposed to be one today. But yeah, so with this guy, he is cool. He's not the coolest. I still say that Primarch is the coolest one. Yep, right, whatever he's called. Gunnerman. He's still the coolest one in my book. I am going to be getting some different like armies, Blood Angels. I'm thinking I had some Blood Angels when I was really young, so I do feel like getting some Blood Angels. Just so I've got a bit of variety, so I'm not with the same ones, because beforehand I was always with the Black Templars. I put everything into the Black Templars and didn't have any other armies. Oh, I did have Tau. I had an army of Tau and a few Necrons, and that was about all. So yeah, that's that. Okay, go back to the other colour. But yeah, it has been fun the last couple of days painting these. I say last couple of days, it's been more than a couple of days. But we are getting there. I'm in no rush. In a way. I am, in a way I'm not. I am because I can't wait to put them on display. But I'm not because it means I've painted them up. It's a bit of... I love to do these really fast. And a part of me is like, I don't want to because it means it's over and done with like that. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. So, with this guy, don't think there's any decors except for the ultramarine symbol to put on him. If he's not already got it on his shoulder. Nope. So it's just the ultramarine symbol to put on him. He's got the captain symbol or lieutenant symbol, whatever it is. Could have sworn this guy's a captain. I might be wrong. He might actually be a lieutenant, but I could have sworn he was a captain. Could have sworn he was a captain, because he seems to have a lieutenant marking on there, which is same to what's on the transfers under lieutenant. Yeah, he seems to have that marking. It's either that or it's similar and a little bit different to the lieutenant's one, and it's very similar to it, and that might just be what it is that's confusing me. It's just that it's very similar and it's not actually the same one. Can't remember where I put the transfers, but I got a feeling it's just me thinking, oh yeah, it's the same one, when it's actually just very close to each other. Sometimes they do that and it confuses you. What can I say? Not that it's very hard to confuse me. What's up, Kiki? You up to mischief again? Kiki up to mischief again? Hmm? So yeah, this cloak is almost done. Woohoo. A tiny little bit to do, and then it's going over the edges. I say edges, there's 2 markings on the front of the cape. On the back of this cape really, because of there. That needs to be done, which is in gold. So there's that. I will be getting Macrage Crag Blue. Oh, that's Gantor. Yeah, Macrage. However you pronounce it. Macrage. No, it just sounds like I'm crazy. Okay, that may be true, but still. Just go over little bits and bobs that I might have like gone over in the wrong colour. Right there. There. No idea how I got red on there. Or there. Or there. Come on, I got no red near there. That's the blue. Right, I will be doing all purity seals and all of the, I need that colour again, and all of the banners that's on him, like the one on his leg here. As for the skull, I'll make it gold. There's a few golden bits that I did miss when I originally started painting this guy. Doesn't matter if I go over the skull because I can easily go over it in gold, since I need to paint it up again, since it's still blue. It needs to be turned to gold. So I do have something absolutely awesome arriving, which I cannot wait for it to arrive. I am not going to say what it is yet. it will be when it arrives. I will show you guys, but I'm not going to tell you guys quite yet. Spoil the fun otherwise. I find it absolutely amazing. Bear in mind, I am a collector of sorts, so something that catches my eye, I will collect it. So just keep that in mind. Bit there. A bit there. That's right, it was on the canister. I dropped him. Yeah, I was trying to remember. I remember seeing one, but I just couldn't remember for a second where it was I saw it. Yeah, I was actually saw a tutorial on how to make purity seals. Only difference is I would probably use actual wax for the medallion bit, or the wax bit. But that's just me. Right, so whilst that's drying, I'll go over this onto the skull. Now this will need several layers because it is airbrush paint. I did actually have some of this in normal paint. I don't know where it went. It's probably up in the gaming room, as that's where all my paints were. So I'll have to have a look. Okay, it just needs one coat, which is cool. Righty. I'm going to go over the gold sections again. Well, what else needs painting gold? I do have a new tub coming. It won't be long before it arrives. I'm just trying to find some of the gold. Should arrive in the next few days. So that's a plus. Let's see, what's this go? I'm going to turn gold. And just go at the front. I do have images of this guy on my phone as a comparison, just to see if there's anything else I need to do. So I'll grab that in a minute and have a look. I dropped him again. At least I didn't drop him too much this time. That. Right, if I remember right, yep, the skull. There you go, that's better. Right, so we've got skull to go. We've got the thing I was saying at the beginning of the video, which I'll show you in a second. Once I painted this bad boy up, I'll show you that in a minute. Probably already realised what I was talking about, but just in case, get this guy painted and then show you, so always obvious what I'm talking about. So, even though it's not fully painted, that thing between his legs there, the thing that's gold with the skulls in it, like sometimes with the bones and stuff like that, it's those that you get about 3 on 2 of them, so you get 6 in total. Where's the bone one? So you get that on there. I'll quickly make these bone coloured. As you can kind of see a blurriness of it. Getting closer is even worse. I think that's all of those. That's going to go green. I'll go back over that one and over that one. Just to make sure it's a nice solid colour. Wrong colour. Not the colour I want. I still forgot to do that skull. I'll do it in a minute. Get this nice and solid. Get this nice and solid. Oh, there's paint hair. I think that's actually one of Kiki's hairs again. She molts like crazy. Zoe does, but not as bad as little Kiki does. Looks like she's gone upstairs again. Zoe does molt, but it's not as bad as Kiki. She really molts. The amount of times I have to go over with a bloody flint roller just to get rid of all the hair. Right, what the next one is Agraxa shade to put over that skull. That's a little bony colour, just to give it some darkness to it. The jaw is really bony. What was the other thing? The skull needs to go gold. Yeah, I forgot something. So I'll get some paint. I can't believe I forgot to do this skull here. Do this gold. I want to do the pommel of the chain sword gold. I do need some reds for the handle. Don't think there's much colouring to do on here now, except for going over at the edging. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be a very long video, you know, like normal, which is kind of good. It doesn't make it so it's boring for you guys, which is good. I try to keep them as short as possible. I try. But unfortunately it doesn't always turn out that way. There you go, I've actually got paint on the brush now. But unfortunately, yeah, as I said, it doesn't always turn out that way. Sometimes it turns out longer than what I anticipate. Right. Okay. So we'll get the blue horror. We'll do some of the lining, or edging, should I say. I don't edge the entire thing, I only edge certain sections. I know it looks cool when you do the whole thing, but I only do certain parts of the model. I don't do it all. Don't get me wrong, it would look good completely, but it's just how I do it. I like to highlight a few little bits and bobs. I don't highlight every bit. I don't know why, I just don't like doing it. I just like grabbing some of the highlighted areas and doing it that way. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, it looks really good when you highlight the entire thing. You know, it looks really good. But it's just not something I like doing. So I think his actual kneecap is supposed to be blue, white. I'll have a look in a bit. That. A bit here. Here. Some there. Some here. Some here. Some there. On the chest will be this very faint line here. Split into two. That across here, across there, and across there. This bit will be blue as well. Well, all of it's blue, but you get what I mean. Highlighted. So this, I want a bit, and here. Try again. I want here, here, here. Here, here. I'll do that rock thing in a bit. I won't do that quite yet. Right. What I'll do is I'll get this guy glued up so you guys can see him. Back in a few seconds. And voila. There you go. Those bad boys all done. That was fun to do, I'll admit. It's a shame he's already complete, but he has joined the army. So, I do hope you guys have enjoyed this video. There it is. If you have, please like and subscribe. I will be back tomorrow with some more goodness that is Warhammer. So stay tuned and keep anticipating. So, before we go, we do have, I believe, a delivery on Monday, the 23rd and the 24th. Monday will be the item I'm talking about that I already find is cool. The 23rd would be another 10 pack of Marines, but I'm not saying which ones. And the last one is something for scenery, and I'll unbox it when it arrives. It isn't Warhammer, it is a different company. I believe it is the Army Painter. But I will be unboxing it so you guys can see what I'm going to be doing. I might make it on a video or off a video or partially off a video and the other part on the video. I'm not quite sure yet. I don't know how confident I feel to actually make it on a video for you guys to see how epically I feel at making it. You never know, it might make for a very good Ducks Already video. But still, let's see how I feel to if I do or not. You know, I might feel extremely bad, and I did forget to do something. The red on the shoulder. Let's quickly do that before we call it a day. So, this guy on this shoulder here, it's not supposed to be a gold skull. Oh, it's a red skull. Like so. And he has shouldn't be that loose.
Uncle Joe.
Well, that's Cole's going to have to wait, isn't it? And there you go. Now he is complete. So I shall see you guys next time. So thank you for watching. As I said, if you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.